like I mentioned earlier on the show today, we shall be looking at district officers as crucial links in the transformation of the built environment in Lagos. And my guest is Town Planner Folashade Omowunmi. She's Chief Town Planning Officer with LASPPPA and Head Yaba District Office. Good morning. And good to have you on the show.
Good morning.
Town Planner Shadi. All right. So you were here sometime in May this year, I can recall. So how are things faring with Yaba District Office?
We are doing good there. With the type of approval that we issue out and with people turning up in masses for submission for the approval, we are doing greatly well.
So how would you rate the turnout now?
The turnout should be, to me, around 85%.
85%
yes,
compared to the way it was when you came here last in May?
Yes.
Okay. So for those who may not know, who are those we refer to as district officers in the built environment? Talk to my listeners extensively.
Yes. The district officers are the eyes of Lagos State government in building permits, issuance of in building permits, issuing of building permits to people. We are the eyes of the government in district level, disseminating information to people about planning permits and making sure that they really build according to what they got approval for.
Okay, so what's the difference between a district officer and the that's those who are in charge of that's ensuring that there's 100% compliance in a building? Is there any great difference? Because we understand you focus more on issuing permits at LASPPPA, right?
Yes.
So now, do you also supervise building?
Yes.
The building process?
Yes. We ensure there is conformity in what they got approval for. That is why we go in for monitoring. We monitor them. We ensure that they conform with what they have as approval on site.
So you are the district head of Yaba.
Yes.
So take us through your core responsibilities.
Yeah. My major responsibility in Yaba district is to ensure there is compliance in what they get approval for and to give planning permit to building of a bungalow and one floor. And we ensure that we disseminate information to people within the district, within Yaba, to let them know what planning permit is and the advantage of planning permit to them.
So it goes beyond just monitoring the building process. You also do some form of enlightenment and education on why they must obtain a planning permit before they commence building. Okay, so let's focus on Yaba as a community now, as a place. Where is Yaba located and which communities fall under the Yaba district?
Yaba is located in Lagos mainland.
Okay.
It is bounded in the north by Shomolu local government, in the west by Jeremy, Ifelodun, and in the east by Lagos Lagoon, and south by Apapa local government. The land size of Yaba mainland is about 1,464 hectares, with population of like 326,700 people. So we have major cities like Ottun.
Okay.
We have Ottun. We have Iwaya.
Okay.
We have Ebute Meta.
All right.
We have I have Ebute Meta. We have this. We have like
that's Yaba Phase 1, Phase 2, Oyingbo, and the likes.
Yeah. I have Iwaya. I have Abule Oja. I have like Abúlé Ọjà, Ìwàyà, Yaba, Makoko, Oko Baba.
How about Macaulay?
Yes, Ayadiran.
All right, so to those who are familiar with the Yaba axis, of course, so you cover the entire Yaba district in a nutshell.
Yes.
Okay, so how do you describe Yaba? Is it a fully built environment or still developing? Would you say it's a developing environment or it's fully built?
Yaba is fully built environment.
So why do you say so?
Because hardly will you see a vacant plot there. Hardly.
Okay.
Because it's not a newly built area. It's already built. So most of the places are really built up. They are not just developing.
So from your own perspective, how would you describe a fully built environment and a developing environment? What are the differences? I want you to enlighten my listeners. A
fully built environment are environments that are already built, that most of the land uses are already occupied. But developing ones are the ones that are still developing, they are still coming up, they are still growing. So Yaba is not part of the growing area. They are already built.
They're already built.
Yeah.
All right, Lagos, Nigeria. We're looking at district officers as crucial links in the transformation of the built environment in Lagos. And the program is Build Right. My guest is Town Planner Ottun Omowunmi. She's Chief Town Planner, Planning Officer with LASPPPA and Head Yaba District Office. And we're having conversations this morning on the show. But quickly, let me remind you about the situation at Ojo. Busy moving traffic approaching Abeleado inward mile 2. The influx is quite high. No impediment recorded, but just be at alert and drive cautiously. Traffic managers equally on ground doing the needful. High volume of traffic is being observed at Chinatown. Chinatown inward Ifako. Remember, the second phase of the rehabilitation work on the expansion joint has commenced inward the island, to be on the lookout. Alternatives provided. You can use the Ikorodu Road, Eko Bridge, and Funshaw Williams Avenue to get to your destination, or perhaps use the Ojota Sleep Road to find your way to your destination. All right, then. So the situation at Irawo inward Odeoniri, yes, has been, resolved. But then some backlog being felt. We reported a vehicle with a red tire hub problem at Irawo inward Odeoniri. Well, it's off the road now. It has been towed off the road. But hey, we still have the influx coming from the inner parts of Ikorodu moving through that corridor. But traffic managers very much on ground doing the needful. We'll go on a break. We'll take another message from our partners. When we return, we shall continue the conversation. Stay here.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estate and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Dear Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling, or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permits, and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the state operative development plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP UD app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe ni. Announcer, Lagos State Government.
All right, Lagos. This is Build right here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. And yes, we're connecting with the Yaba district this morning on the show as we look at the role of district officers when it comes to, transforming the built environment in Lagos. Town planner Folashade Omowunmi is my guest on the program. She's Chief Town Planner, Planning Officer with LASPPPA and the head Yaba district office. All right, so having looked at the Yaba corridor and, we've made to understand that it's a fully built environment already, not a developing environment. So let's talk about, those who want to, carry out some form of, I would say, a building, development, not afresh, but let's say continuity, or perhaps maybe some form of renovation. Yes. Does such person need to get an approval, a planning permit to do that?
Yes.
Like if I want to raise my building from a bungalow to,
Yes, you need a permit for that.
So we need a permit for that.
Yes.
Okay, so speaking about permit now, someone out there might be hearing this for the first time. What is a planning permit?
The planning permit is the legal document issued to you on your property for the use of that property. Like if you want to go for residential construction, the permit that you get is based on that residential permit, which is a legal document that you have to go ahead with your construction.
So it's a legal document that enables me go ahead with the construction of that building.
Yes.
So what role does it play in this regard?
It highlights what you have to build according to law.
Okay.
For you on your site. This is like a guideline that gives you what exactly you have to build without contravening.
Within that vicinity.
Yes, yes.
Go on.
Like if there's a building there's a building guideline for each place. In some areas where you cannot go more than 4 floors. These are the guidelines that is going to put you through that. Within that locality, you cannot go more than 3 floors, so you can't go to 4 floors. So that regulates you to the level that you can go.
So what if I have the intention of building, erecting a building of 4 floors, and I get a piece of land, and my intention is to build a plaza, 4 floors, and I come to you, your office at LASPPPA, and after doing all the regular checks and all, it has been discovered that I can't build more than, owing to the nature of the soil and all other environmental impact assessment which has been done, I can't build more than 2 floors. What do I do in that regard? If I go ahead to say, no, now I've already bought my land and this is what I want, how do I go about it? Do I go ahead to build 4 floors? Will I be penalized if I do so?
You cannot go ahead to build the 4 floors because the approval order is going to give you what you can build there. The approval order stands for you, right? But if you need to go to that level, it means you are contravening. So which you have to be penalized for that.
So that means I'll have to change my building plan. Is that what it means?
Yes. That's your building plan has to conform with the approval order. So you cannot go beyond what approval order says.
So someone out there is wondering, how do I obtain a planning permit? And what's the process like?
The process is like you come up with your survey, which we chart. If you want us to guide you through, without you, some people will bring in their drawings. But approval orders, we give you what is in your approval order in that area as a guideline. That is if you are coming up first with your survey. Okay. So if you are coming up with your drawings, which if you have already known what the approval says in that locality, you come up with your drawings for setup. Like if you are going beyond 4 floors. Sorry
to cut you here, Town Planner. We have to take this from one of our live motorbike reporters, Sadiq Yusuf. Good morning, Sadiq.
Hi, good morning, my James. As you just mentioned, my name is Sadiq Yusuf, reporting live from Abule Egba in West Abattoir. Earlier today, a loaded large body trailer carrying rings of papers that was over 700 kilograms each fill its content on the road, and this content has been stopping vehicular flow. But right now, the recovery process has begun. So motorists that are navigating from Ile-Epo to connect the Jubilee Bridge, underneath the Jubilee Bridge, do not have access. They are being diverted to counterflow down to Charity. Likewise, those that are coming from Ottun as well are also denied for vehicular access on this lane. They were also diverted to counterflow back to Charity so they can navigate their way to wherever they are going. But in no time, the content will be taken off the road and the road will be accessible for vehicular flow. So that is the update for now.
Thank you so much, Sadiq Yusuf. I appreciate this one. And Lagos is thanking you. All right, then. So traffic report there from our live motorbike reporter, Sadiq Yusuf. Well, the much talked about loaded trailer that spilled its content at Abulegba Inward Abattoir. Recovery effort is ongoing. So as a result of this, there's no access for motorists coming from Ile-Epo heading towards Jubilee Bridge. So there's diversion ongoing at that location towards the Charity end. And motorists trying to make the U-turn corridor. Trying to make use of the U-turn corridor has no access. Of course, counterflow is ongoing at that location. So please obey the traffic managers you find there, and they'll help you through the diversion process. All right, so we're still looking at district offices in, shaping the built environment, in transforming the built environment. My guest, Town Planner Folashade Ottun, still here with me in the studio. Chief Town Planner, Planning Officer with LASPPPA, and Head Yaba District Office. So we're looking at the process of obtaining the planning permit. Talk to my listeners, please.
You come up with your survey, which we are going to chat for you to let you know what you can do on the site.
So you have to have a survey plan on ground.
First, yeah. And you come up with your drawing proposal that maybe you want to go for 2 floors, 3 floors, or 4 floors.
Okay.
So you have to come up with your proof of ownership.
Okay. So the necessary document.
Yes.
Proof of ownership.
Yes.
Drawings. Then
your
survey plan.
Your survey plan. Your receipt for payment. No. Once we have confirmed that you can pay, we have screened the title, everything that you are submitting.
Right.
We have to confirm the payment.
Okay, proof of ownership.
Yes. No, the payment you made for on the drawings that you brought in. And we have to visit the site. Okay.
Physical inspection is necessary.
Very, very necessary, because we have to know if the survey you bringing in is the same thing as the land we are proposing on.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, some people will come up with somebody's survey, and what is going to be on the site will be different. So we have to go for physical checkup for that, and we confirm that. When you come up with that, we screen your documents, and everything goes in for immediate approval.
Okay. So at what point can my proposal be rejected? At what point?
If what you are proposing is not in conformity with approval order, we are going to reject that.
So when you say approval order, tell us more about this.
The approval order gives you the details of exact thing you can build on that site, like number of floors, like the land use. You cannot, if the place is strictly for commercial,
okay, you
cannot go in for another use, like except if it is permissible in that land use.
Okay.
Like if it is not, like if you have like commercial area and you are saying you want to build like an hospital, it is a different thing. So it's not going to be permissible. So we can reject that this use cannot go along with what we have on the approval order.
Okay, what if on my proposal I propose to build a petrol station within a residential area? Would my proposal be rejected?
Yes, because it's not going to go with the approval order that can tell you that the use there is permissible. It's not.
All right, so if I apply for a planning permit at the Yaba District Office, how soon will I get it?
The 10 days approval issuance is really effective in Yaba District.
Within 10 days?
Within 10 days. I can assure you that. And people in Yaba can testify to that. So except if your documents are not complete.
Okay. So how many types of planning permits do we have?
We have a proposed planning permit.
Okay.
That is a fresh submission that you want to
start building afresh.
That is proposed. We have fencing permits. That is, if you want to go on fencing your property, you come in to Yaba district to come and get a fencing permit for that. We have remodeling permit.
Okay.
That is, if you need to change the internal or external structure of the building. We have the renovation permit too. Remodeling, renovation, and we have
proposed fencing, remodeling, and we have the renovation planning permit. So, so all these types of planning permits suggest to me that if I'm trying to, do any form of upgrade on my building, I must come for a permit. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So, to explain more to us, fencing permit. Someone might be wondering, but it's my land, it's my building. I paid for it. So why do I have to pay for fencing permit? Why do I need to obtain that?
Any act of ordering the use of land needs to get permits. Erecting a structure like a fence is ordering the use of land. So
are you saying if after building my house now and I want to, just do a small shop for my wife and everything, do I need a permit for that?
If it's not in your approval, you cannot go in building adding to that.
Okay.
You are contravening because you already have your approval. Why do you have to go altering it? If you need to go...
That's an alteration.
Yes. If you need to go to alter, you need to come to the office to come and tell us if we can do that or not.
Okay.
Because we need to approve it.
For documentation.
Yes.
All right. Lagos, Nigeria. This is Build Right here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. And we're connecting with the Yaba district. And my guest is Town Planner Folashade Omowunmi. She's Chief Town Planner, Planning Office with LASPPPA and Head Yaba District Office. And yes, we're looking at planning permit. That's what we're focusing on at this point in time. We've talked about the types of planning permit and the role it plays in the construction of a building, and we have the 10 days mandate, right? Yes. Okay. So, do these planning permits expire?
Now, the amnesty during the time of Lagos State government, that government gave us amnesty, so he gave us the grace to give them. To give them provisional permits.
That was during amnesty period.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're still giving that provisional permit for now.
Okay.
For us to just tell them that when, if they don't have the proof of ownership from lands, which can delay their processing approval. That was why Lagos State government gave them the grace to submit. We issue provisional permit.
Right.
So later when it expires, we give them time to expire. It is going to expire that you are going to come back and renew it. So you have to renew it because it is provisional.
Okay.
Yes.
So how long does it last? A year or 6 months or?
For 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is after 2 years, I must come and so if I fail to renew my planning permit after 2 years, what happens?
We can come back to tell you that you are already contravening to the government's law. You have already contravened, so you have to come back. It is a mandate because it is written there.
So is there a penalty?
Yes.
Okay. So do I pay fines or something like that?
You have to pay fine because you did not come back.
Okay. All right, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. We'll go on a quick break. We'll come back and begin to wrap things up on the program.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estate and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Their Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permits and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the state operative development plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP UD app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Àjùmọ̀ṣe ni. Announcer, Lagos State Government.
Welcome back to the show. It's Build Right here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. My guest from LASPPPA, Town Planner Ottun Omowunmi. She's Chief Town Planner, Planning Officer with LASPPPA and the head Yaba District. So we've been able to comb the Yaba corridor. But let me ask this question, Town Planner Ottun. If you take a sample of all the buildings in Yaba, how many would you say has the required planning permit?
Like 70%.
70%?
Yes.
Wow. Well, so what are district officers doing, to ensure compliance with the Lagos State building laws in that case?
We disseminate enough information to them. We go in day and night, day by day, to go telling them to come for their permits, and we tell them the importance of the permits if they have it.
Okay, that's sensitization and enlightenment. So, Henry from Habab Macaulay is asking a question. It says, what are the documents that I must come with in order to obtain the planning permit? What documents must he go with? You
have to come with your survey, with your proposed drawings, your proof of ownership,
yes,
your Lagos State government payment.
Okay.
You come with your site analysis, your proof of ownership, all that involves especially if you are going for higher floors.
Okay.
You come with your mechanical, electrical, structural drawings. You come with your letter from your engineer.
As the necessary documents.
All necessary documents.
Okay, it's unfortunate our time is really fast spent. I would have loved to have us extend this conversation. But where is your office located within the Yaba district?
Our office is located at 168 about Macaulay Way beside MRS filling station, Adekunle Yaba.
Right. So what would be your parting thoughts in just 10 seconds?
We just want to tell you whistleblow. If you see any any illegal construction in your area, you can whistleblow on these numbers.
Let's have it very quickly.
0703 0653 241 or 0803 469 8264.
All right, then. Thank you so much for coming on board the program this morning. Lagos Town Planner Ottun Omowunmi has been my guest on the show. Build Right she's Chief Town Planner, Planning Officer with LASPPPA. And I must say a very big thank you to Adetola Akinsoya, Chief Public Affairs Office and Director of Public Affairs Office of the Ministry, Mukaila Sanusi. Thank you so much for making this program a success. On behalf of my executive producer, Taya Conley, Build Right will come your way again next week, Thursday, at exactly 9:15. My name is Mike James. Have yourself a wonderful day.